Hey, it's your girl Sierra, and today I wanted to come at you with a video about the reality of pressing charges as a mother with a domestic violence case against your abuser and that you have children with. You want to keep in mind that everything you do when you're pressing charges, especially on a DV case that you may have against the abuser but you have children with, that it is going to be separate from your family court case. So anything regarding what you're going to press charges on is strictly pertaining to your criminal court case. You also want to keep in mind that it's going to be a process, it's going to take time. So you may press charges, for example, on a Monday in December. However, when everything is finally actually filed and starts to be in the prosecutor's hands and the case is forthcoming, that can likely be some point weeks to a month later when you actually start seeing any kind of paperwork or documentation on what you press charges on. You may even find that the prosecutor may not even really reach out to you by phone, and that you would like to make sure that you check your mail, and whatever you receive in the mail, that you read it thoroughly and that you respond and that you follow up on, and don't assume that the prosecutor or prosecutors overseeing the case will take the same measures of concern that you may have or you may see as important on your case. I can't stress enough that you will be your biggest advocate on your case. You will be your biggest motivator on your case, and you will be your biggest cheerleader throughout the journey of your case. You have to keep that reality in mind throughout the process. You will likely be fighting on your case more than you expected to. So you will likely have to keep all documentation and make sure that you are following up every step of the way on your case. Multiple emails, multiple phone calls, going up to the prosecutor's office will have to become something that becomes your reality. So think of missed time from school, missed time from work, making things balanced so that you can oversee the details and the implications of your case. That is going to have to be something that you prepare your mind for and that you set out to understand early on. You have to remember that the reality of everything is that this case means more to you than anyone else. However, don't give up. Stay strong throughout the journey because it's going to be worth it. This case may go on for years. And so the stronger your mindset is in knowing that, and knowing that you have to stay strong throughout, show no signs of weakness, stay strong, press charges, do whatever you have to do throughout the journey, that is going to be your strength. Making sure that you show no signs of weakness. So when there are violations in place, you make sure that you report and you do your part. That way you're not worrying about who isn't doing theirs. Make sure that you consistently follow up on the details of your case. Any hearings, any updates, you want to be aware of those, and you want to also make sure you are following the protocol for everything, but also going to those hearings and not letting any stone go unturned. If you find that you are seeing roadblocks on the journey and you want to meet with the prosecutors, set those meetings up. Do not be afraid. Make sure that you do everything in your power that you can to see the justice you need to see on your case. Prepare to be let down, but also prepare to know that you did your best and you gave it your all. You might not see the things that you thought you would see as the outcome on a case, but just know that you did your best. And so at the end of the day, justice will always prevail, because if you've done everything you can, if you're a believer like I am and you believe in God, God will do what he has to do at the end of the day. So just keep that in mind as well. Be encouraged. Know that you are more than enough. You're worthy. And just the fact that you took these steps on your case mean more than anything. And the fact that you don't give up and that you don't give in. So you're aware of how long it can take. You're aware that it's going to require time and patience, but you're prepared to fight and you're prepared to not give up. And that's what matters at the end of the day. Stay strong throughout your legal journey and continue to press forward. And justice will prevail. It will.